Welcome to Corvid Coder. This is a show where I code things, usually game related or CSS and web development related, and talk about it as I'm doing it. So if you want more information, you go to patreon.com/DannyFritz. And here you can find links to the YouTube, the Twitch, and the code. So we're going to continue on with our Shipwreckers game. So let's open up Commander. Let's go into Nuthatch. This is another one of the demos. It's a demo game for our Nuthatch library. Okay, let's start compiling. And let's also run a web server. All right, so Shipwreckers is what we're working on. So it's the ships and they can shoot each other. So I think the next thing I would kind of want to put in, well, I'm going to change the offsets of them first. Well, actually that's okay. The starting offset that I'm going to change. So the two boats. And then I want to change the boat should take damage. And then I want to put a background on there. So let's see here. So 0, 0. Let's try 66. All right, let's do 50, 50. And then 750, 550. Okay, just better starting points. So now I want to do damage. So these are supposed to be levels of damage you can do to the ships. So there should be 3 health situations. There's full health, medium health, low health, and dead. So let's go take a look at that sprite. So there's full health, medium health, low health, and dead. So when you get shot, I don't want to kill you. I just want to deal damage. So remove me is not true. It's going to become boat.damage. That means now if I shoot the guy, it'll crash because there's no damage function. Yep. So the boat now needs a damage function. Actually, I don't agree with this being there. I want it to be a bow update. Anything else? 2 shape can be there. It's fine. So damage. So if you deal damage to the ship, you start with a health of 3. So this dot health equals 3. This dot health minus equals 1. If this dot health is less than 1, it's going to be this dot remove a equals true. So I should be able to shoot this guy 3 times now. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now let's represent the damage in the images. So every time you get shot, oh, this is wrong. I'm not using that anywhere else anyway. Should be just that sprites like that. And this is going to be this dot sprites of this dot health, let's say. So if I shoot him, he should take 1 damage. And he did. So now let's put the other sprites in there. Okay, so that was that one and that one. So now I want this one. And I actually only care about the upper left corner, which is 272, 230. Oops. So there should be 3 health levels before he's removed. So here's the boat. Let's get them. Oh boy. This is more difficult than it looks. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's do it for the green boat. So X and Y's for the green boat are, so this is the first one, this is the second one. I only care about the upper left corner. It is 340, 345. And then the last boat is right here. And that is 272, 115. And the shooting should be way slower. So you can shoot once every second. Okay, so the red boat shot the green guy a little bit. There's one more. Dead. Let's do the vice versa. There's 1, 2, 3. Yep. Let's put the background in there. So Kenny also had other assets. So 2D, pirate pack, tile sheet. So you can put like a background in there. So this is water. We got some like shoreline. Let's just do all water for now. I don't think there should be anything else. These are rocks. These are like walls for like a castle. We'll just do water. And because we're just doing water, I'm actually just going to go find the individual. And throw it in there. So this guy right here. Copy it. Can I copy and paste like this? Yeah. Can paste it here. Okay. So tile 73, I want to be all over the background. So let's just make another thing called something like map. Export default map. We need graphics. Okay. And then map needs a, we'll say an update and a draw. And then in the game, we're going to import the map. And then we're just going to draw it. We don't need any updates or anything technically from it. And we want to draw it first. So that means we need to create a map. So that means map needs a draw. You can just leave this one empty. Doesn't like appline 3. Export. Oh. Okay. So the map needs to span this whole thing. So, how big is this tile? 64 by 64, okay. So, this is bugging me. I'm now going to be using it somewhere else, so I'm pulling it out into a constant. So screen. So in the game, I'm not going to put 800, 600 here. I'm going to grab screen. And you know what? It's going to be X and Y. Oh no. Just to stick with my vector2 format. Okay. So that still works. Is there anywhere else I'm using 800 by 600? I think, yeah. Okay. So now I can change the resolution, and my playing field just become bigger or smaller. Won't be like proportional or anything, but it's okay. So on the constructor, we're going to do some math. Because it doesn't have to be the constructor. So I don't even need that. I need that. I'm just going to do some math out here. So const tiles x equals screen.x divided by 64, or const tile size equals 64. And I need to ceiling that. I'm also going to do the same thing for y. So that's how many tiles I need across and down. So draw. Let's go grab our matrix math from here. That's a good starting point. Just like, well, I guess all of this actually. Where's ortho created? Oh, that is unnecessary. So then in map, I need to import matrix. Size. Okay, so there's stuff in here. Don't need to rotate it. Don't need to well, technically I do need to translate it, but So I don't need a sprite, it's just gonna be an image. It'll be a lot easier. We're gonna pass our sprite into there. And it's going to be tile73.png. Now, look at that. Okay, so we have our first sprite, our first tile in there. So we're going to do a for loop. We're going to do this each time. Now, we only need to do the if once. All this is going to go inside the for loop. This seems rather wasteful. We shall see. So this is going to be matrix translate map line 17 ortho matrix. I is not defined. That's correct. Okay. So moved it one over. Oh, x times. Okay, so there's the bottom row. So now we need to do the y. I don't like the 64 though. Oh yeah, tile width. Tile size, there we go. That's much better. So let's do another for loop. Y is less than tiles y plus plus. Do all this stuff inside of there. And it's going to be y equals y times tile size. And there we go. And now we are getting performance issues. I want to see what these look like real quick. Just to make sure they're legitimate. Oh yeah, that's totally legitimate. Okay. So let's go do a profile. And let's see who's holding us up. Come on, Spectre. Come on. There we go. Okay. So we want to do a transient one. Load. Okay. So did it draw? So for every single image, it is doing all of this work. So here to here is only drawing one image. When technically all I actually have to do is upload this uniform, like this matrix. I mean, like, technically that's all I have to do, and then redraw it, because I don't need to like rebind the texture. I don't need to do any of these vertex attributes. I mean, I need to enable them, but I don't need to like reset them. So okay, let's look at caching a lot of the graphic stuff. So where I'm at, I'm just going to day 25. I believe that's where I'm at. Let's verify. I'm at day 25. Okay. So we're going to work on caching some of these buffers. So all we have to do is enable them. We don't have to bind them again. Okay, so that will hold us over there. So all that's fine. Like that code is what I want it to look like. Graphics, though. I also, at some point, want to consolidate my two programs into one. I'm wondering if that time is now. I don't need two shaders to do these two simple things. Almost all of the work is done inside the matrix. I mean, they're pretty much, even look at the data. The data is also the same. I mean, so technically this does change. This, however, does not change. So I feel like this only needs to be done once. Well, this needs to happen, but this only needs to be done once. Same with this. This doesn't change. Neither of these change. This doesn't change. So here's the question, can I cache this? That's what I'm attempting to do now. What else? Yeah, I mean, this changes. And so does this. Translate. Translation matrix. Transformation matrix, that's what I meant. Okay. Bang now for not using full names. I wonder if this is an expensive operation. I feel like it's not that expensive. So it's definitely these buffers. So let's try a really quick and dirty. Let's just see if it saves me any hassle. And if it does, then we'll go through the effort of actually doing it. So only call this if it's not cached. Well, actually, let's just start with that. Seems simple enough. And everything still works, right? Is it recompiling or is it erroring? It's recompiling. So if I save this, this should restart. If I save this, this should restart. Maybe I change something, it will restart. Interesting. Where's my browser sync? Oh, okay. So now let's see if it reboots. I'm going to save this. I need one more. Actually, just do that. And if I change this, oh, I need to reset the thing. Actually, don't need to do it. I need to restart light server for this to take effect. Okay, so now if I save this file. Okay, so there we go. So it's not broken, but didn't really improve too much. Let's check another one. How about that one? Ooh, much better, actually. I was not expecting that. So now we're much closer to 60 frames a second. What else? So that's, can't take that out yet. So let me get rid of that. I mean, it will break. That's funny. Huh. Why is it that the cannonball can skirt around this? Interesting. What else might be slow in here? Oh, I need this draw on the skull. Otherwise, it won't draw. How is it drawing? There are questions being left unanswered right now. Oh. This is not that expensive anyways. Oh, because they're using sprite, not image. Duh, okay. Oh man, this path is just hideous. The duplication between these two is so extreme. Okay, so we can cache this also, because they're the same things. What am I doing here? Right. So do you need to do all that? Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. So I'm still pushing 60 FPS. Okay. I'm going to do node profile. Let's see where we're at. Oh, look how small this is. So I do need to bind them. I think. I'm not actually positive. I want to enable these. I want to bind these. I want to buffer that, and I want to set this matrix. Let's see how expensive these uniforms are. So I get rid of this matrix one. So like way faster. I mean, obviously it won't work. No, it's not really that much faster. About this one. Setting the colors. So those didn't really matter. So an off-screen canvas could help here, but I still want to keep going forward with trying to optimize this before I go to the off-screen canvas, because technically I could draw this background once on a canvas and just draw that canvas straight to here every time. So I'm going to attempt to unify my two paths. So I'm going to undo all the changes I did. So let's see, let's get rid of that. Let's discard all of that. Okay, so we're back to 0 optimizations. Yeah, this is worse. It's funny how it like speeds up once this gets going. So to consolidate these two paths, let's take a look. So our fragments, what's the difference between our two fragments? So we have a hue color and a texture, and we have an out color and an out texture. I'm not even using this. Oh yeah. That's how I get the texture. So I need a new uniform. Does GLSL have enums? Oh wait. We better stick with ints. So let's see, what are the types in GLSL? Float, vec2, vec4. I think I'm just going to use int. Yeah, int. And it's going to be path. 0. I'll want some documentation on this. Okay. So we're going to use one shader program. No, we're not going to do this yet. This actually isn't going to help me with where I'm trying to go. I should just work on caching it inside of here, because I'll have to do that regardless. Also, I should work on consolidating these two. So there's sprite and image. We're going to have an internal draw image. I don't know what all it needs yet. But it's going to look like that. And we're going to copy all of this. All of this. So none of that changes. None of this changes. Yeah. Literally all of this is fixed. So we're just going to put that in here. And we're going to compare that with the other one real quick. So I think that's identical to this one. Or wait, yeah. So these two I'm looking at, identical. These two I'm looking at, identical. Actually, I can highlight them and see if they're identical. 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 As I can only do one line at a time. I mean, I see they're identical. Identical. one's different. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. These are identical and identical. Okay. So we're definitely able to consolidate that much. I mean, actually, it doesn't look like we need anything past n, which is kind of crazy. Still work? Yep. One consolidated path. So now what does my image look like? It just calculates the image coordinates. What does my sprite look like? Just calculates that. I wonder if this is a slow path. It's probably worth doing a profile in here just to see. All right, let's take a look at a frame. Come on, Chrome. Okay, so I feel like I used to be able to click on a frame to see just it. Oh, here we go. Click on that. So here's one frame. And I didn't make it within the 16 millisecond time frame. It's doing a tick, it's doing a draw. So draw is the majority of the time. I don't even see update. Wait, where's update? Why isn't it showing up here? Interesting. Oh, wait, clear. Where's my update? Is it just like that small that it just didn't bother showing it? Okay, so anyways, draw takes the most time. And it's definitely, let's see, spending a lot of time in an image. I feel like this isn't showing me the complete thing, which is kind of annoying. These are Spectre things, aren't they? Let's turn off Spectre for a second here. Is there a way to turn off Spectre? Don't entirely know how to use this tool. Let's open up a new one. Let's do a performance. I have faith in you, Chrome. You can do it. I'm losing faith, Chrome. Okay. Oh, wow. So let's try that again. Can I open it here? Interesting. Oh. I mean, it's not even using up 100% of the CPU. It's only like 10%. Do I need to put like a... Maybe I just need to restart Chrome. Interesting. Well, maybe Firefox debug tools work. So never used Firefox's performance thing, but I can't imagine it's that bad. Oh gosh. Okay, just show me one of these. This is all you get? Flame chart. Thank you. Show me like one frame. Here's my tick, here's my draw. Oh, come on. Okay, I think that's one frame. So we have a draw. What? Even here, I don't see an update, which is interesting. I'm pretty sure I'm calling update. I mean, it's inside a tick. Just go straight in a draw, though, both of them. I'm pretty sure it doesn't happen within the 1 millisecond. Okay, this is dumb. So it says image is taking up all the time here. I mean, no surprise. What's this? I can't believe how useless this is. Like, what is the point of this? So yeah, image from draw map is the main one, 70% of the time, and then the other 20% of the time is also happening from map. Ooh, set texture. That's not. I mean, here's my main culprit is image. But is this self time? This is all stuff like the Chrome DevTools tells me. I'm not gonna lie, like, this is a pretty useless performance tool. I wish it was better. All right, so Chrome's at a rest. Let's open up DevTools, and then let's load it. Oh, it just like won't go. I went for a while there and then stopped. Do I have like a rogue process? Oh. So, I mean, I guess the combination of these two freezes up the DevTools. Stop. Okay, I don't need 8 seconds worth. Also, I have a feeling I should save this. Just gonna save it to, say, the desktop. And let's open a new tab and load it. And during that time, I'll just kill this process. Okay. What's this? Anyways. I want to look at this frame. I could have sworn there was like a way to like zoom to a frame. Okay. So curious about that runtime.update that disappeared. Why it doesn't show up here? Okay, so this is red because it didn't match. It didn't go under 16 milliseconds. It went all the way up to 207 milliseconds, which is a long time. So let's see, we have a tick, we have a draw image. So buffer data is taking a large amount of time. Let's see. And I think this supports a bottom up. Or what are my options here? I don't need that. So here's my bottom up. Buffer data was the big thing. 100%. 100%. Oh. I want to see bottom of a draw. So 97% of it went to buffer. Wait. I am not understanding this. What's this do? Oh, there's like 2 ways to look at it. Category and heaviest stack. Can I sort this one by heaviest? No. Okay, I'm just going to look at heaviest stack. Buffer data, 97%. I swear there was a way to choose between self-time and stuff like that. No, I'm not really seeing it. All right, so heaviest stack. So draw, I don't. Oh, maybe it's because I switched pages, it doesn't show up as a contiguous thing. I write my C++ like, or I write my TypeScript like C++. That could be. I don't know if I agree with that, but C++ was one of the first languages I learned. So I wouldn't be too surprised, but to me it still does, it looks more like Java. Okay. Oh, it's right here, self-time. Okay, so buffer data. Image. Draw. So buffer data is the majority of my time. If I'm understanding this right, let's just go to call tree. So the matrix multiply is taking up 0.1 milliseconds, and the image is taking up 90% of the time. And of that time, buffer data is the main thing doing it. Draw image is taking 0.2 milliseconds. Buffer data is taking 150 milliseconds. Let's look at a particularly bad frame. This would be like maybe this. Or no, this would be a particularly bad frame. Oh, here's update. Yeah, the two shapes are the slow thing, which makes sense. So draw. Oh, this was not a slow frame, this is a fast frame. No, not fast, never mind. Faster than the other one I just looked at. So let's see. Buffer data. Good old buffer data inside of image. So it's this right here. It's passing this to this. How can that be that? Let me see what other things I can pass into here are. static draw, static read, static copy, dynamic draw, dynamic read, or dynamic copy. Let's see what happens if I do it's static draw, it's not going to change. Whatever. Let's just try it. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking about my dev tools. It's crazy. I can still steer my ship. DevTools though. Nope. No way. I can scroll the page even. Can I resize the DevTools? Nope. Okay. I feel like the next thing I want to do is I want to write a single shader for both of them, and that way I can cache the colors, I can cache the matrix without having to think about which context I'm in. Also these need to be cached somewhere else because they're not really that useful to the program, they're useful to the object that they're with. Like this sort of stuff can be complete. This can be done away with, this can be done away with, this can be done away with. Half of this could be done away with. Yep, that's what I'm going to want to do in my next show. So the next episode will be combining the shaders together, not to give myself a performance boost, but just because it'd be easier for me to think about the optimization characteristics of it if I don't have to think about caching two states. I can just do one. I'm going to go ahead and call the stream. If you liked what you watched, go ahead and click like and subscribe or follow on Twitch. You can always find the code at GitHub Corvid Coder. I'll push up today's work there. Other than that, thanks for watching.